Evening, people. This is by no means a definitive review of any aftermarket straps for the Garmin Fenix 3, 5, 6. I don't know what these fit actually. I bought these for the Fenix 6X Pro, but they should fit actually my Fenix 3. Now, right, excuse the shakiness, etc. I'm just hand holding the phone. So this is the one which is the most popular one, which is the Noto City one, Noto City, whatever you want to call it. This came the other day. And I just want to show you the differences between these here. As you can see quite clearly here, that we've got a considerable difference between the retention system. Believe it or not, this one here and this one are from the same company. They're actually completely different when you actually turn them over. Let's just get this one out of the way and show you. Completely different finish, textured, smooth. And the retention system on this one is a clear one. Can you see the springs? This is where the problem lies with this one, and I will show you in a minute. They are so pathetic. Now, the Noto City one is a bit more expensive. It's quite a bit more expensive. I think they're about 13, 14 GBP, and this one I think was about 8.5 GBP. So, but if you can, this one's a bit stronger on the retention, but it's still pretty damn pathetic, to be honest. Now, I must say on the Noto City one, I'm having to put a lot of pressure on that. And the other thing I've noticed as well is that the retention, the bar which goes across here, well, it's not a bar actually, it's just like a flat bit of plastic which comes up to hold it onto the watch bar. Well, on this one here, it's actually narrower, so it doesn't come across here as wide as on this Noto City one. And this one is the same as this one. They've come from the same company. I don't know how you pronounce this. Zahama, I don't know. But they came from Amazon. They've all come from Amazon. I think this one was about £8.59 and this one was about £8.29. I can't remember. But I must admit, obviously, the retention system on the Noto City one is superior from what I can see. I mean, I've only just had these, so the longevity of these will tell. Would I entrust my watch swimming with any of these straps? Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't know. Maybe. But I think for now, for any open water swimming, I will stick to the standard black Garmin strap that came with the watch. And for maybe cycling, running, I don't know, maybe just casually out and about, these two where my wrist isn't undergoing a lot of movement, just walking around in general. But definitely, most 100%, I would not put this strap or this strap on my watch whilst engaging in any open water swimming whatsoever. I'll just show you the clasp, the difference on the clasp. So we've got the Noto City one here, and this is the, I'm going to call it a Zahama, or yeah, Zahama I'll call it. It's considerably narrower. The buckle is considerably narrower. Sorry about the focusing on this, people. And I've noticed with this is just like a pin in the end. where this one is like a torque head. Okay, there you go, which is very similar to what's on the original strap. I mean, this is very similar in quality, I think, to the original strap. But I've got a Fenix 3 and I've had it about 5 years and the strap has only just broken. And I noticed there was a small split in one of the buckle holes here. It split across there. And I literally bent it open, split it a bit more and pulled it really hard and it broke. So I guess it would have probably carried on for a bit longer, but I would suggest that you check your straps regularly, whether you're using one of the copies or whether you are using an original Garmin. And I dare say the weakness is not actually in the material itself. You know, silicon is silicon. These feel like they're 100% silicon. They may be like a TPU silicon hybrid, maybe. I don't really know. But the weakness, I would say, most definitely with this one, without a doubt, is the retention system, which is absolutely piss poor. As I said, okay for wearing casually, but definitely not swimming. The weakness is probably lay here as well, in the actual buckle itself. Just feels, it's not of the same quality as the Nutter City one. So yeah, I mean, you can go on to what's the name of the site? I can't think what it's called now. You know, one of the Chinese sites, not GearBest. The other one that everybody uses. It slipped my brain. Come on, Stuart, think about this. AliExpress. You can get them on there. I've seen them. They were under £1, under 1 GBP. Some of them were like £3-4, some of them were £8. But when you look at the Garmin ones at sort of £35-40, I mean, you know, it's just ridiculous. But when you're using these straps on a £600 watch, I mean, come on, what do you do? It's a hard one. I'm not a massive fan of these quick release straps, if I'm honest. I'm more than happy going back to the old straps where you had to unscrew them. In fact, on my Fenix 3, I'd actually use some Loctite on them because I was a bit paranoid about the watch going swimming and just dropping off. So I Loctited them in and they were fine. Never had a problem at all. I don't know, it is a bit scary. Anything quick release for me is a little bit scary. It's great having the convenience to be able to interchange the straps, but